I'm Dan Schaefer.
And I'm Nicole Williams. We have live team coverage tonight as we stay on top of updates in this developing story. WAAY 31's Matt Kroschel and Brittany Harry are standing by tonight with the latest on that officer's condition and what people in the neighborhood where it happened have to say. We're going to get to them in just a bit.
We want to get started with WAAY 31's Alex Torres-Perez. Alex, you were the first on the scene this afternoon. What's the latest on this investigation?
Well, like you guys mentioned, in the last 15 minutes, we learned that the suspect in this officer-involved shooting is now dead. And I actually got to see the ambulance that was taking him to the hospital when I first got to the scene, followed by a Morgan County Sheriff's deputy. But here's what we know about that shooting. The Morgan County Sheriff's Office say that the suspect started shooting at officers when they got here. Priceville police were responding to a call of a suspicious person at around 2:30 this afternoon, and that's when that suspect started shooting when officers got to the scene. Now, officers fired back at the suspect, and that officer who was hit was flown to the hospital, but crews on the scene reevaluated and had the officer sent to Decatur Morgan General Hospital, where he is with his family right now. And like we mentioned, his injuries are not life-threatening. That suspect, once again, has passed away since this shooting happened. And since I've gotten here, the number of officers at the scene have slowly dwindled down in the last 15 minutes. The deputy that was blocking the street here off Emory Drive actually left, but we still have some investigators here. The State Bureau of Investigation is processing the scene right now, and they're still working to figure out what exactly happened, what led up to everything that happened. But we are still working to find out the name of the suspect, the name of that officer who was shot. And of course, we'll make sure to keep you updated both on air and online as soon as we learn that information. But reporting live in Priceville, Alex Torres-Perez, WAAY 31 News.
Thanks, Alex. Our team coverage continues now with WAAY 31's Matt Kroschel. Matt, you've been moving around a lot this afternoon, reacting to some changing information. We now know the officer is being treated at Decatur Morgan Hospital. What else do we know?
Dan, definitely a chaotic scene out there today. Originally, 2 helicopters were dispatched out to that shooting scene in Priceville. And then the information definitely changed. And what I've been able to learn is that that officer was brought right here to Decatur's hospital. And that's where he remains right now. The family is here at the hospital by his side. That is what we have learned. And to get him here, we were told by lots of you that there was an ambulance that was dispatched here from the scene to the hospital, made a quick beeline down the belt line with a police escort all the way through to get him here in time. Now, we have learned that the suspect also brought here to the hospital in critical condition and has died at the hospital, and that is what we're being told at this hour. But the officer, non-life-threatening injuries from what we're told, and still no identities have been released. That is the latest from Decatur. I'm Matt Kroschel, WAAY 31 News.
All right, thank you, Matt. We'll stay on top of this developing story, bring you updates as they come in.